Hey guys, okay, so Valentine's Day is coming up in about a week now, actually a week from today. And I think this year is your year to make something a little crazy. Not crazy, but a little creative. And that's why I'm going to give you a tutorial on how to make a bunch of duct tape roses, because who wouldn't love a bunch of these roses? Who wouldn't? What girl would not think that's amazing? So, let's get started. Okay, so what you're going to need is duct tape. Green, red, and if you so choose to, white. You're going to need, well actually you're just going to need that, some time, and some wire. Now this right here is just broken coat hangers that I just bent and now I use for this. Okay, step one. You're gonna choose which wire you want to use. I'm just gonna use this one. And now you're gonna rip off a piece of duct tape like that, right there, about this big. It's maybe about 2.5 inches, 3. And what you're going to do is you're going to take it, you're going to fold down a corner, so it's like that. See? So it's like this. You're going to take this opposite corner here and fold it down. So it's kind of like you have a little house. See? A little house. You're going to do that. Then you're going to take your wire and you're going to stick one end on the wire like this, like you got a little flag, and then wrap this around the middle. And then you got this. Okay, it doesn't look like a flower right now, but it's going to, I promise. Okay, step 2. Now this is probably the most annoying part of the entire thing. What you're going to do is you're going to make little triangles like you did for the stem, and you're just going to make them and take and put it on the stem, and you're just going to keep building it up and just wrapping it around until you get what looks like a flower. So I'm going to do that really quick. Oh, okay. So when you start doing this, when you start making these triangles and stuff, what you want to do is start alternating it, so it's not like all of the flowers, all the petals are on the same side. Like, put one here and then take another piece and put it here. Just go around the flower as opposed to doing it all on one side, because then it looks silly and it doesn't look like a flower. Okay, I'm gonna get back to work. Okay, so now as you can see, it's starting to look like a flower, but it doesn't have a stem. Okay, so part 3 is where we're going to make the stem for this rose. Okay, this is when you're going to need your green duct tape. Now, if you can find something that isn't lime green, it'd be a lot better, but I can only find lime green, and I think it works perfectly fine. What you're going to want to do is you're going to rip off, I don't know, I just grab a random size and hope that it works, and then you're gonna rip it down like into thirds, so it's like skinnier like this, because it's going to not wrap well if there's more. Now then you're gonna just stick it on the end, start placing it along the sides of the stem, see, like that, and then you're just gonna wrap it around like so. Okay, so that's cool. And then what I'd usually do is I usually put more on and just bulk it up a little bit because it looks silly if it's not, you know, a little bit thick. Okay, and once you're done with this, once you get the stem all done, you have to put the leaves on, which is the next step. Okay, so actually I take that back. Once you get the stem done, which we're about to do, you gotta make it kind of blend with the flower a little bit better, because right now what you've got is like a flower thing sitting right here and you want to kind of merge it. So what I usually do is I take a little piece and I just, you know, just a tiny little thing, and put it around the base of the flower and wrap it around, and then I take the other piece, another piece about the same size, and wrap it around the back, and that tends to make it look somewhat neat and pretty, so it kind of comes up around the edges and doesn't look so fake. Okay, now what you want to do to make the flowers, which is step 4 and the final step I believe, is take off a piece about the same size as you would for the petals, and then make the same little triangle that you made before, which is you do like that, take the top edge, fold it down, get the little house, and then instead of putting it on just like you did with the petals, you're going to take and wrap it like you did the stem at the very beginning. So stick it on like this and just wrap it around. So it doesn't, I mean, it's not like a big poofy like stem, but you've, or, sorry, big poofy leaf, and then, but you've still got this little thing here, which kind of looks somewhat fancy. But I usually make like 2 or so on the thing just so it looks somewhat real, and then just wrap it around, and you've got yourself a flower of some sort. Now you're going to take and repeat steps 1 through 4 about 12 times, so you can make a dozen roses for your significant other, and it'll be really special and they'll think you're really sweet and stuff. And like I said, don't fear, I mean, like make other colors. You don't have to make just red, because this white one looks really cool too, and I don't know, you can mix them up and make a little bouquet, and it's amazing. So okay, there you are. Okay, so that's how you do it. Okay, they're the perfect little gift. They don't cost that much because duct tape's pretty cheap, and you can find these wires all around your house. And I don't know, it just takes a little bit of time, but aren't they worth it? So I don't know, get started. You've got 7 days, or if you're watching this later, you have a whole entire year. So get started. I'm glad I could help if I helped you. If I didn't help you, then I'm sorry for the time that was wasted. Okay, so that's it. Bye guys. I'm gonna make some roses. Peace.